The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster, a great new game from Orgin.
Yes. That was a track by Uncle, that's UNKLE, called, well, I say it's a track, it's sort of like a little skit, isn't it? And it's called Getting Ahead in the Lucrative Field of Artist Management. Obviously a little poke of fun at their artist manager there, calling him a ball buster. That's pretty funny. Nat, if you're out there, I don't feel that you're like that. Big ups to NJC, my manager, who will be listening. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm back. I say I'm back. I don't know when you'll be listening to this, as I say sometimes. I haven't recorded a podcast for quite a long time now. Because I do them sort of in fits and spurts. But yeah, this is one now. This one is episode 38 in the hands of the Randomiser. What that means is I thought I'd just have a random selection of genre stuff. So what I did was, what's the word? Yeah, I put on my sort of daily rotational playlist and I just skipped randomly. And when I found, like, quite often, when I found tunes I thought I'd like to play, I just noted them down and played them. Chose them. And so you're going to hear about 10 different tunes now, just sort of randomly picked. Not randomly picked, like picked and then randomly shuffled. So yeah, we'll start off with As That Was Uncle with the first track from Science Fiction, amazing album. I was bang into it when I was a teenager. I mean, it's actually really incredible. Sort of trip hop, but like, I mean, all sorts of different vibes within that. And this is Guns Blazing, Drums of Death, Part 1. And it also features Cool G Rap, Lyrics Born, and Latif the Truth Speaker. I'm not actually aware of those guys individually, but yeah, they kick butt, and this is a sick track. Uncle, by the way, if you're wondering, was DJ Shadow and James Lavelle together. Real sort of a tag team there, teaming up and just killing the music. So here, I'll let it play now. Here we go.
Somewhere in space, this may all be happening right now.
Technical surveillance, this is UNKLE-77. I'm requesting permission to land. Do you copy? Roger that. You're cleared for landing. Destination coordinates 5709. What's your power? Under attack. Class A, find out their security. I need immediate assistance. I need you to
Reno, Matilda Barcelino, the Mad Dino, it's a Bambino, the Gambino, bigger than Jim Colosimo, more reservoir doors than Tarantino, scales from Venezuela, Barantino, making the block out of the jalapeno, Giuliano, be wet like Pesci and Casino, $50 cigars here, for Bosnia, the Mafia, Don Boy like Garcia, drugs on that baby Barbia, the inmate behind the bar freer, so poking over Panama steer, done with the Parmesan, ready to ball like Vietnam with arms, cause the Holocaust a phenomenon, the cheddar spreader, the familiar. Me and my goons have to kill you up in New York. We play buzz sports at home court. I hold down force. Soon as you score, get your dome torch. G-rapping, teach your shadow, leave your bone scores. Squeeze your bone shorts, take no shorts. We judge a jury in the own court. Jimmy the bone corpse, down on the sidewalk. Surrounded by mad Peter Force. Your whole frame laid in the white chalk. You got the smoking section. First class tickets to resurrection. Forever destined to a place where never resting. Headed in hell's direction. Most at the crossroads and intersection. Should've wore vest for chest protection. Structure you to the capacity. So one of the dance. Not knowing the hand velocity was Butch Cassidy's. Bitch nigga with the audacity to blasphemy. Got yourself caught in a motherfucking tragedy. Georgia Jazz.
Yes, you gotta love all the little sampley sort of bits there that sound like sort of, radio chatter, sort of radio communications, isn't it? Between, like, I don't know, spaceships, Air Force planes or something. Goes quite well, the whole vibe. Do love a bit of a sample, not just a sort of, trippiness added in the mix, as you might know if you know by now. But moving on, from one bit of sort of with rap, but not general, I mean, I wouldn't call it a normal, well, obviously not normal hip-hop, to something that's more like classic hip-hopiness. That'll be Mike Checker by Das EFX. Of course, the thing I love about this track in Das EFX would be, I don't know, I'm not going to try and do it, but he's got this extra lyrical noises and words that I don't think, well, that aren't sort of normal words, but he just whacks in and rhymes and just flows with the on the beats and the ones and the twos and all that. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it play. Mike Checker, here we go.
Riggedy row, give me the gadzooks, here I go, so riggedy flame on, Geronimo, yo, I biggity burn, riggedy rubber when I blabber, great, I biggity make the Wonder Twins, the actor, fake, it's crazy, I'm riggedy breaking backs and busting lips, I riggedy freak, Gladys Knight, and those freaking pips, shrimps, I'm riggedy make enough noise like Bam Bam, throw boulders from bedrock, you'll get dropped by Slam Man, so check it, I riggedy wreck it quick, oh shucks, I give it the got big ducks like Daddy War Bucks, oh Anna, I riggedy rock the Coca, Cabana, banana, split, hot, spit, so sick. I triggedy freaking from here to Bangladesh. I'm ribbity ripping flesh, plus I get spread like this. Shish, shiggity shush, kid, you'll get done. Squish for fun. I riggedy rhyme like no one. I riggedy bum, riggedy rush, chiggity jumps, I'm savage. I shake them up and down like the Dow Jones average. I'm cocky like Rocky. I biggity bangs the best. So diggity tell your friend chum, cause here comes Das Facts.
Yeah, straight out the sewer, you know what I'm saying? Microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, you know what I'm saying? That's my part of the project, man. Yo, who in the back? Microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, so get a mic check. Yo, that's the first in the house. Yo, check it.
A higgity hoy there, matey, on my giggity got stuff low. My Saturday nights are liver than Joe Blitzker post, so yo. Ziggity take the bait for Charlie Tuna, see I be the boogie bang. ya like a sire since the boomer. I'm higgity hot to track and giggity got the mic. Jules plus dread, so toots call me Goldie. Lots and giggity catch the scoop from Peter Jennings. Do a spin like the mag, then I spot like Peggy Fleming. Or spiggity smack a bag and yoke him up until he squeal like Hawaiian punch the captain. Now I'm maxing with to Neil. I biggity pack still. I got a big gun. I'm freaking a track for Brooklyn, cause I'm Brooklyn's where I'm from. Microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, word out. Microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check, microphone, check up, microphone, check, microphone, check up, microphone, check, microphone, check up. Tickety time to get buck wow. Call me Butterfingers cause I drippity drop nuff style. Iggity eeny meeny miny mo. Shiggity bop bap, I set your rapper by the toe. Yo, I riggedy write my pages when I biggity feel the flavor. I biggity flies a friendly sky, so now I be a sky pager. Let pew, I biggity freaks the funker, the rough deathly puncher. Word to arch bunker. So give me the mic and I biggity light it up like Uncle Fester. Microphone checker, 1, 2 checker. Oh yes sir, I diggity take no shorts, I'm not the fella. Yo, I can even act Stella, yo Stella. If diggity comes to bum rush, Mayday, no static. I niggity knows more kids than baby. So higgity hey, not the Wayne, but I got props. I biggity bust rhymes like slick Rick bust shots. So when I riggity freak the funk, I be the ill funk freaker. I stiggity stole an apple from this bum named Bonita. So riggity rubber dub, I got the lip to make you flip. Bustin' heads with Eric Sherman and my nigga Patrick Smith. Check microphone, check microphone, check microphone, check microphone, check
Yo, the books on the verse is in the house, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's that time, you know what I'm saying? Straight out the sewer. Word up. So you know it? Yeah, check it out.
Diggity kiss my grits, check the jingle. I diggity don't lose but snooze like Rip Van Winkle. So twinkle, twinkle, twinkle little star. I diggity slam dunk like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Numbskull, I diggity pump up like Reebok pumps. I diggity freak the stuff to make a camel lose his pumps. Chumps, so wiggity where's the beef? Chief, he figured it fits the mold like the gold that's on his teeth. I rock some, I sock some, I drop some. So wiggity ready, set down. Hut 1, hut 2. I diggity dot my eyes and cross my tiggity teeth, bro. I swiggity swing more action than Hawaii 5. Vote. Microphone, check microphone, check microphone, check microphone, mic check, yo. Microphone, check microphone, check up. 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 Microphone, check microphone, check up.
Yeah, Das Effects with Mike Checker there. So, moving on. Next up, we have a track called Unmoved Mover by Thijs. Thijs? I think it's Thijs. Thys. He's Dutch. He's part of Noisia, who chronologically, like literally just had their final show. They announced they were splitting up. Sort of one of the legends of drum and bass. Yeah, they split up finally after, you know, I think they just wanted to just do their own things. I completely understand. You know, when you're a part of a massive group, you know, sometimes people have creative differences and want to go their separate ways, and they have. I don't know everyone else's in the group's music where they've gone, but Thijs, this is his track. It's sort of yeah, it's just I don't know what you call it actually, but it sounds pretty cool. He's also doing like scoring stuff for as I'm aware, like in sort of more sort of almost orchestral, but I mean probably still mixed with effects, I'm sure. I haven't actually heard much of it, but I do like this track very much, so I will leave it to play now. That'll be Unmoved Mover. Oh yeah, big ups Noisia. The Bad Men. Here we go. yeah, some bass vibes. Bit of danciness there. Yeah, good track. Love that. Well done, Tice, on the the tweaking of the tunage. Next up, we have not by default. It's Uncle again, but it's a remix of them by Trenty Moller. At least I believe it's pronounced Trent. I think it's Trent Moller, not E Moller. I mean, it's spelled like Trenty Moller, but it sounds a bit weird. It's got to be Trent Moller. He's a man from the old sort of minimal house of techno sort of vibe, as I believe. He does other things too, but he was in that quite heavily. I used to like play out some of that his old stuff and quite like it. It was good. But this is him doing chill vibe, remixing Uncle, a track called The Answer. Really like this one. Yeah, it gives me these vibes. I think there's a part of the lyrics that just makes you feel like partially you're driving around. For some reason, I get the vibe of driving around in LA. I guess it's some sort of movie vibe feel thing I have in my head for it. It's part of the lyrics about, I'll just let you hear it. So here we go. The Answer.
Signal lights, dots go dashing the highway. Nothing's moving, radiate, everything lasting for seconds. Evaporating, lovers' lips, drinking late at the station. Smiling faces, coming clean, wiping your face and whatever. There's an answer.
Yes, chilled and floaty. We have gone to the chilled end of things. And we're going to remain relatively chilled till the end of this podcast. Next up, it is a track by myself with my beautiful wife on the lyrics. I wrote them, she sung them. It's called When the Galaxy Calls, and it's from Deep Feed 5, one of my sort of EP series that I do. Yeah, the good thing about this track, I love it. Apparently, this is a track that splits people in what is musically acceptable, in that it is technically not in full tune, like the lyrics with the singing, but to me it sounds good still. And yeah, I had the arguments with people. By the way, this is not my wife singing, this is me tuning, like just the way I laid out all the stuff together. But yeah, I mean, to see what you think. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's totally your opinion. I think it's beautiful, and a lot of people do. It's actually quite a popular track. Few people have like written to me going, "Oh yeah, I really like that." Yeah. Right. So yeah, I'll just let it play, and you be the judge. Let your ears be the judge. Big ups to the wife, yeah, she did some real nice vocalization here. So, When the Galaxy Calls, running.
Infinite speeding sound, a sweeping ray of white, arcing like a lightning strike.
Yes, definitely more floatiness there. Yeah, that is a vibe. You can float on that one. Yeah, so next up we have a track called Hamlet of Kings by The Orb. The Orb are one of the best artists of all time, especially when it comes to the chill electronic genre which is after my heart. And this is not one of his most famous tracks, but definitely chilled out. I remember hearing it on what was her name? An old Radio 1. Literally back in the day, I can't remember right now. I had an old mix of a Radio 1 sort of chill out mix. I think it might have been, was it Mary Ann Hobbs? I don't actually know off the top of my head, but she played a lot of music and she chatted about her friend Dr. Alex Patterson, who is The Orb. And yeah, just I don't know if it was her, I'm not 100% sure, but anyway, this is the track Hamlet of Kings. I remember hearing it on that mix and just being like, whoa, that is cool. So I'm gonna let it play now. Here we go. Vibesing with the orb there. Hamlet of Kings. So, this is called In the Hands of the Randomiser because I've chosen one of my daily sort of rotational playlists, which is completely, it's like all different genres, and I just listen to it on random, and so I did that and thought I'd see what I found for this podcast. If you want to look at for the playlist on Spotify, it's 5D's Re-Up on Life. 1,000 tracks or over 1,000 tracks, just all various things. Follow it if you like. But yeah, I have a diverse taste in genres, as a lot of people do and should, I believe. So next up, we got a couple of tracks that are not electronical or, trip hop or whatever. The main things I'm into, drum and bass and stuff. The first one up is The House of the Rising Sun by The Animals. I must have heard this track somewhere in the back of my mind when I was younger, but I first remember rediscovering it, or like being like, whoa, I gotta get that, or gotta know that, when it was in the film Casino. Amazing movie there. Not gonna list all the actors, but they murk it. That'll be Scorsese being a total genius as he is, and this track was in the film, and I was like, whoa. I mean, it was, when you get a track and you're like, oh yeah, it's something at the back of my mind. It was one of those ones, but I was like, wow, boom, must know that. And here it is, The House of the Rising Sun. Amazing. I even tried to play this on guitar when I was trying to learn guitar. It's not one of the hardest things to play. It's not simple. Never learned guitar fully in the end. I say fully, beyond being rubbish. But here's the track.
In New Orleans, they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. In God, I know I'm one.
Well,
So from one guitar and singing band, bluesy rock sort of song to another, both from TV, sort of the old I've discovered from the theatre of TV and music. And the next one up is Jesse Winchester, Step by Step, which I discovered in The Wire, another amazing TV show. Not one of my favourite shows ever, but really amazing. Shout outs to Simon and Marcus, who sort of convinced me to get back into it, and I did, and I love it now. It was like one of those sort of ones I didn't quite get the first time when I watched a bit, and then fell out of before, and then got back into it. I love it. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, here's the track now.
Step by step, all the happy saints go marching in. And if a saint step out of line, you have to start again. 'Cause Jacob's golden ladder gets slippery at the top. And many a happy-go-lucky saint has made that long, long drop. If I'm late, don't wait. Go on without me. I may tarry a while. 'Cause I mean to know before I go, how come the devil smile? If I'm late, don't wait. Go on without me. I may tarry a while. 'Cause I mean to know before I go, how come the devil smile? Free from care, free from fear, the saints are trooping in. Children play all around the throne, innocent of sin. A trillion voices sing the name the mortal may not know. And heaven's walls too high to hear the trouble down below. If I'm late, don't wait. Go on without me. I may tarry a while.
Lovely to hear that harmonica bluesiness there. Shout out to one of my best mates, Jerry, who is a harmonica don. I've even got him in some of my tracks actually. He just plays the harmonica, just thinking of him there because of the harmonica. Yeah, he's not just a harmonica don, he's a musical all-round bad man. Hey, shouts to Jerry if you're listening. Otherwise, we now have a track. We're sort of switching back from instrumental to electronical again. This one is called, it's actually, I think, famous for being a very, very early electronical tune. As in, it came out in 87, and it, a lot of electronic music from around that time sounded quite dated now. Or was just, didn't sound as good as this one coming up now. So I'll let it play. It's also a bit of a journey, this tune. It goes from one thing to something completely different. And it's Moments in Love, Art of Noise. Lots of experimentation on the electronicality, which isn't a word I don't believe. As well, here it is, Running Now. Yes, so that's also about as commercial as you're probably ever going to hear on this radio show, the sound. But yeah, I have the time for a little bit of commercial sort of pop sounding stuff occasionally. Not much, to be honest, but a little bit. So, penultimate tune is called Northern Pattern by False Noise and Fluke Luke. We are going back to electronical vibes, away from that chilledness and the instrumentality into, this, which you'll hear now. Yes. So, and on to the last tune, but definitely not least, we have a track called Hustler's Groove by Fat Guyver. Yeah, check out Fat Guyver. That's Fatguyver if you like trip hop. He's made some of the most nicest sounding beats. In fact, he's someone I don't know, I've never met, I'm not really super friends with. We have a professional relationship. I get him to master a lot of my tracks. He is a mastering bad man. I think, I don't want to put my fully foot in it, I think he's from Finland. And he basically he loves his beats. He is a beat master when it comes to sampling, trip hop. He's also a production master. He also produces on drum and bass under Fanu, F-A-N-U, and does a lot of teaching as well of Ableton, tutorials and stuff. Yeah, so check him out if you like. And here's his tune. And I'm signing out now, and I will see you soon. And have a good one, everyone. All right, take care. Bye.
Let me run it down to you. Now, in this world, there are only two kinds of dudes. That's hustlers and suckers. And tonight, I'm drinking to the suckers. God bless their greedy little hearts.